What's going on, guys? Randy from Those Car Bros, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 things I hate about my 2015 S550 Mustang GT. Now, although we are doing this on the things that I do hate about this car, I do not hate the car all around. I love the car. I'm blessed to have this car at my age. Alright guys, so the first thing that I do hate about the 2015 Mustang GT is out of all the features that we have inside of this panel, like the gas mileage, the gauges that it has, and the track apps, the one thing that the car does not have is it does not have an electronic speedometer. So every time like you're speeding up or whatever, it's always on the regular gauge, and you don't really have something that's easy to look at when you're driving to just be like, oh, I'm going 55 miles an hour, or oh, I'm going 30 miles an hour, which is something that's not a necessity in a vehicle, but it's something that if you have all of these gauges in the 2015 Mustang, you should have a gauge that shows the speedometer. So the second thing that I do hate about my 2015 Mustang GT is the placement of the cup holders. So as you can see, the cup holders are shifted towards the right, but when you're driving a manual transmission, if something is in the cup holder, like say this water bottle's in the front, you will have to really like maneuver around it to get into your fifth and sixth gear, sorry about that. And if it's in the back, you have a little bit more leeway with it, but it's just really annoying to have in the way. It's not as bad as my 2007 Mustang GT, but it is pretty annoying, whereas they could have implemented something where the cup holders aren't as close to the stick shift itself to make it easier for people to drive with drinks. Another thing that I dislike about my 2015 Mustang is that with my model, I got the white cloth seats, which looked really nice when I first bought it, but over time the seats get really dirty and they get a lot of wear and tear that's hard to get off of the seats, meaning that I have to clean the seats all of the time, which is very annoying at times when you get back from doing something where you're all dirty and it just rubs off on the seats, because I'm always out doing stuff and getting dirty, especially when working on the cars. So it changes the color. These are normally like a really bright white color, and because of the fact that I've been using them, haven't washed them in a while, they're getting duller. They're getting little black marks everywhere, so it's another thing I hate about my 2015 Mustang. Alright guys, another thing that I do dislike or hate about my 2015 Mustang GT is the fact that there's not a lot of options for the speedometer. You have your plain white, which is always going to be there if you buy the base model of the Mustang GT. You don't have any color options whatsoever. So not even like putting where you have set colors that you have, there's absolutely nothing. There's not a lot of settings to customize the vehicle the way you want it. So you kind of just have to live with the lighting that they have, versus the GT Premium having the puddle lamps, the different color speedometers, and all that fun stuff. Another thing I do dislike about my Mustang is with the base model not getting any extra features is this whole stereo setup. So instead of having the touchscreen that comes in the premiums or the setup that you put on your car yourself, you have just the base model. It does have the rear view camera, which is really small. You can't really see a lot in it. But it has all these buttons and stuff that's just not the big LCD screen that you can get with the premiums, which is something that it's not something I can really complain about, because I didn't really buy the premium edition or put this in my car, because I did buy it used, but it's something that after buying the car, wishing that I did have in the vehicle. Alright guys, so that's all the top 5 things I hate about my 2015 Mustang GT. Make sure to leave a comment down below what you don't like about your 2015 Mustang GT. Leave a comment down below on what you think about what I dislike about the car and your thoughts on it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's continue on to the vlog.